Grand rising to all my kings and queens again. Grand rising to all my queens and queens. This is Jay Hicks, man. This is another episode of Food for Thought. And I just want to get into, I ain't going to take too much of your time, first of all, excuse me. I want to get into the voting, the march that they're going to plan on having in Washington on August 28th about voting rights. I'm just going to share a little bit of my opinion. This is my opinion. These are my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And you know what they say, everybody has an opinion, or opinion is like, a-holes or whatever. So I want to share my opinion today, as always. I just want to get your thoughts on that, man. What y'all do? Y'all think? See, me, this is my issue. You know what I'm saying? This is my issue. Um, don't take this the wrong way, America, world. This is my opinion, my thoughts. But I don't think that voting, like I'm saying, the voting of the citizens, and we've seen it through history. I don't know if that really matters. I think, like I said, this is my thoughts. I feel that by us voting, it only gives the higher ups, the hierarchies, the governors, the senators, the mayors, you know what I'm saying, the vice president, president, such on and so forth. I think that just gives them an idea of the opinion of the American people. I don't know if it really matters who's going to be chosen as president, because I think they already know who the president is going to be before we even vote. That's, like I said, that's my opinion. But what I feel is that I think they use our opinion just to see where our minds are at, or where, what are we interested in as the American people. So when they talk about voting, the voting rights, and I'm not ashamed to say it's been times that I didn't vote because I feel like, and I'm speaking from where I'm from, I don't see where a lot of the issues, that the real issues, I don't see them really working on a lot of the real issues, especially in the urban communities, black communities, brown communities. You know what I'm saying? And again, I say this all the time. I love all people. You know what I'm saying? Until you show me otherwise. You know, bigots, racists, prejudice. I don't deal with those people, I'm going to say personally, because we have to deal with, in corporate, you have to deal with certain individuals that you probably would not deal with on a personal level. So, yeah, I tend to believe, or I think that our vote only is an opinion on how the American people feel. I don't think that they're counted like they say they're counted. Because I say that because this is why the electoral college, and the electoral college is geared towards more conservative side of things. Me, I'm not claiming neither party. I'm not. I really don't like to get into politics because the only politics I feel that we should really be that matters, the voting, is on your governor and your mayor and people like that. Now that those are the where I think our votes really count. But when it comes to like the national level, when it comes to nationwide, when it comes to the presidency, my opinion, my thought is, I feel that they just want to see where the American people are at. What are our concerns? What demographics is voting here? What demographics are voting there? Because there's no way you can tell me that our votes decide who the president is. I think the president is already chosen before we even vote. I think that's just to see where we at personally. I think it's more of a personal thing. And the march, will it make any difference? Who knows? Who knows? But my thing is, I feel that on a personal level, I I think it's only an opinion, and that's like I said, that's just my opinion. It's only they're doing that to only see where our minds are at, our concerns, and the demographics of where we are, because you can't really change nothing voting on the presidency unless you're voting for your mayors, your city councilmen, city councilwomen, and things of that nature. Those are the people that fights for in during the national vote. Those are the people. That's where the electoral college. Those are the people that's uh, uh, are going to affect who we're voting for. But as far as us voting, just some people don't vote for the state legislature or their city councils and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, when I was in South Carolina, I've never voted for the sheriff. You know, like I said, as me being a black man, I don't feel that it's a tool. I feel like it's a tool that they're using, and not just saying they're suppressing votes. They've been doing that forever. Voter suppression has been going on since we started voting. Let's just get that out of the way. It's not a big deal. They're making a big deal out of it now because they too are wondering how these people are voting this way, but this is happening. Like I said, the president is already determined before voting day or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? So me, like I said, personally, I'm not claiming either party. I look for who's the sensible choice because by the time things trickle down, it starts at home. Like they always say, everything starts at home. Your city councils, your mayors, your congressmen, congresswomen, your governors, stuff like that. That's what matters. Those are the ones that goes and really sit down and decide who's going to be president. So, but I say don't vote. I would never tell nobody to not exercise their voting rights because people like me, our ancestors and grandmother and my grandfather and people like that, they, Dr. King, God rest his soul, they fought for us to get these rights. So I don't say don't exercise them. I'm just saying for me personally, I feel that our vote is only just an indication or focus on who's voting for what, who's voting for who. It's like an opinion. Like I said, this is my opinions and my thoughts. I feel like the vote, the American people vote, the citizens of this country, their votes are just an opinion. Your real voting is for your senators and your governors and your mayors. That's what we should focus on as a people. That's when you can start making some type of change. You're not going to make a change just voting when it's time to vote for the president. You have to vote. You have to start from the bottom and let everything trickle its way to the top instead of thinking it's going to trickle its way from the top down to the bottom. I've been doing research and seeing how that works, and that normally, because you can see the Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump election before and how that turned out. Most people, everybody voted for Clinton. Most people voted for Clinton. She won the popular vote. But see, the popular vote, that's all that our votes are popular votes. Who do we rather have? But they're the ones who's going to decide who to put in place for the country. So that's my opinion. That's my thoughts, man. And again, I'm starting. I have my podcast is now on Spotify. So all right. So yeah. So that's where I'm at with it. I feel that our votes is only just to get our opinion. But you start small. I'm begging y'all to do that. Start small from your senators, your mayors, your governors, your city council, your sheriffs. You know what I mean? People like that. And when you mold that, when you got enough people to fight for you, and I mean in the inner cities, and I'm talking about real people that's not here just to blow smoke up here, you know what? That's when change will start. But don't just think you can jump up and vote for the president because everybody else that you got down here, You know what I'm saying? They're already making their plans on who the president is going to be. And you can check me out now on Spotify, man. This is my first video on Spotify. The creators, you can download the app and look up Harry J. But this is Food for Thoughts by J Hicks. Food for Thought by J Hicks, man. Y'all can catch me here and there, man. And I appreciate everybody that's tuning in, watching the videos. Don't forget to share these videos, man. Somebody might need to hear it. You know, send your comments. Tell me what you feel. Give me your opinions on every episode. That's how we keep conversations going, man, amongst our people, man. You know what I'm saying? When I say my people, I'm talking about people that think like me, man. They can be black, white, blue, or green. Like I said, I don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as your heart is in the right place, you my people. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying we all have our stumbling blocks, of course. But, you know what I'm saying, you still my people. And I want to appreciate y'all, man. And again, don't forget to go shopping at Custom Clothing by June. You can find the links anywhere on Facebook. You can go to Custom Clothing by June on Instagram. I'm on there. You know what I'm saying? You can get all your playlists from J Blends 929. I'm trying to get into any market. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get into every market that I can, man, to share my thoughts, my gifts, my talents. You know what I'm saying? And my opinion as well. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, man. Again, don't forget to check out Custom Clothing by June, man. We got the Jordan collection on there now. It's authentic Jordan gear. It's not one of these knockoff stores. I don't do knockoffs. So we don't have knockoffs. Everything is original and official. You know what I'm saying? Just customize it. Might have a tweak there, a tweak here, but it's real. Feel me? And if you want to order sneakers, hit me up, man, on Hicks Harry 732 at gmail.com or jhicks0630, man, at gmail.com. Again, man, I love y'all, man. Love and peace always, and I'm out, man.